106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Good evening, hockey fans. Let's get ready for your Quad City Blues Varsity versus the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders. It is Blues Brothers night here at the River's Edge in Davenport, Iowa. And we just saw a spirited bout by the two JV teams with the Blues taking the dub. And don't forget, we're on a mission from God. That's right. That's right. I appreciate the name. If you didn't see the JV game, I am Rich Blunk, and I am from Joliet, to be honest, so it's kind of fitting. But the boys are coming out. There has not been a varsity or JV game by Cedar Rapids since we played them a week ago Wednesday, so a week and a half. The Varsity Blues had a split this past weekend with Mason City, and we're going to hope that they come out like they did on Sunday. That was a nice, intense game. And here shortly, we're going to have Jana with the starting lineups, Jana Patton, that is, followed by the national anthem, and I'll turn it over to them for that. Looks like both teams are ready. We've got two armbanded and two unarmbanded officials, and I appreciate the fact that that happens. Most places we only get one, and you just can't see everything out there in a varsity game, behind the play and in the play. And we'll try and touch base on a couple things with your Blues as we go through the game. All right, here's Jana.
From Davenport West High School, number 24, Chase DeYoung. On defense, a senior from Pleasant Valley High School, number 88, Alex Blunt. At center, a sophomore from Bettendorf High School, number 6, Brady Husky. At wing, a senior from Pleasant Valley High School, number 27, Noah Decker. At wing, a junior from Pleasant Valley High School, number 91, Max Patton. And in net, a junior from Rockbridge High School, number 26, Aiden Starr. And the rest of your Quad City Blues. The Blues are coached by Joe Davalier, assisted by Cliff Durham. The referees for today's game are Ron Wicks and Matt Heyman. Linesmen are Austin Whelan and Marty Filion. And now, would everyone please rise as you are able and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
right, and we're back. Of note, you guys get a solo broadcast by yours truly. I compared this last game as if when you're a kid, you're looking to watch the Three Stooges and you can't wait for Curly and it's Shemp instead. But, hey, you know what? Hockey's hockey and we're expecting a good game here. The last affair was absolutely just back and forth, back and forth. The Blues went down 3-0 in the first period and came back and scored 3 goals in under 2 minutes of the second. So I'm going to hope for a much, much better start this game. And we'll try and keep up with all the action and try not to fumble too many names or players or plays, but I make no promises. Don't worry, Greg Corcoran's all good. He's in California right now, probably awaiting the start of Notre Dame Stanford there at Stanford. So I'm sure he's enjoying the weather more than we are here, although, hey, I mean, come on, it's the end of November. It's supposed to be cold. Of note, Aiden Starr back in after he missed this weekend's tilts, or last weekend's tilts due to concussion protocol, but doing great, as his grandfather told me in the hallway. Husky, Decker, and Patton for the starters. Won by the Blues, and an offside play as the puck was being rushed in by Chase DeYoung, and he went off. Someone went offside before him, or into the zone before him. So, Quacker comes out for Decker. Everybody else stays the same. Nice win by Husky. Goes back to DeYoung, then comes over to Blunk. Blunk misses the reception on the pass, goes back over to DeYoung. DeYoung holds. His man goes down. Nice reception by Quacker. Good, nice pass across to Husky, but no. Blunk gets a shot. Oh, rings off the outside of the post on the far side, and into the corner it goes. Patton working hard against his man. Tied up with several guys, including number 7, Kyle Ramsey. This is quite a good player for this squad. Bounced off the boards and then out around Chase DeYoung. That's all right. Husky back checking hard as is his norm, and he carries back out of the zone. Over the red line, into the offensive zone. Whiffs on the shot, though. Goes into the far side corner. Guarded by Logan Knutson. Rung around into the near side. Johnny Nienhuis now on this point. Gloves it down to his stick. Comes farther. Jackson Otten, his pass goes off Ray. On the far side, nice stick lift by Patton. And Quinn, it finally does come out of the zone. Quack pokes it a little farther, barely inside the zone in the offensive zone for the Blues. Nice hit there by Quinn. Comes across to Ray, then to Knutson into the zone. Man separated from puck, I believe, by Beckwith. Then it goes to Nienhuis, up to Beckwith, out of the zone. Chased by Honert. Honert, is he going to catch up to it? No, he does not. That's Leland Quinn there in goal for the Rough Riders, having to make his first real action. Comes to Quinn in the near side corner. Gets a rough ride by a Rough Rider. Goes to Jackson Otten, who bangs it off a pad, but ends up back behind the goal in the corner. 2 Blues there. Beckwith and Quinn battle for it. Comes out to Beckwith's stick. He dribbles off his toe. Otten able to step up and keep it in. Rung around to the far side. Nienhuis able to keep that one in briefly, and now out it comes. Here comes Boatman, number 59. You can tell by the white cage. I got to take all the tricks I can to try and keep up with Grandpa Greg's good calls. Beckwith backhands out of the zone, comes out here to 22. Walker, stolen by Honert, but he tipped it a little too far. Regathered by 21. Comes loose to the middle of the ice, grabbed by Decker. Decker backhands it into the corner. His man covering him goes down. Comes to Beckwith. Beckwith looking, circles. Loses the puck, comes out to Blanc. He pinches and puts it back deep. 11 going over there. That's Dylan McNulty, one of the starters. Comes out to Endek. That's Noah Decker for the uninitiated. Then the 22. That's Walker Coleman. Blanc had flown the zone, but is able to catch that at center ice. now gets dumped in by 87 Taylor on goal, and Aiden Starr gets to make his first action in over a week, covering that one and holding for a faceoff. Quinn Leland has a goals against average of 7.72 and a save percentage of 79.4% for the season thus far. Knutson in on the draw against Husky. DeYoung taps it. It's on the back of the net. Blunk can't do anything with it there. Tries to get it off of that and cannot. Pantera plays in the rink, and so now we have official night of hockey. Knutson versus Husky again. Quack on one side, Patton on the other. Now Husky gets tossed. Patton's going to come in for this draw. 50-50 puck ends up over on the skates or stick of 91. That's Keegan Terhune. Husky pinched there by Knutson, number 3. Terhune gets a rough ride from Blunk. Comes in the near side corner. That's Ray out to Fry, who had a goal in the first game, the JV game. Loft by DeYoung. Not going to go for icing by any stretch. Nice job there by Max Patton, working hard, as is his norm. Comes to Frey. Blunk gets his stick in the way, but then tips it up and into the netting. Draw's going to stay inside the zone. We got Nienhuis and nope. I had a feeling it was supposed to be outside the zone, but they had the Zebras had lined up inside. I was being optimistic. Quinn Honert and Beckwith as your forwards. Otten and Nienhuis on the back end. Goes draw one by the Blues. Goes Otten to Nienhuis, then forward. Grabbed there by one of the Cedar Rapids players. Comes back to Beckwith from Otten. Nice play. Run around to the far side. Stabbed back down the boards by Otten. Honert gets dumped for the effort. Thrown in. Oh! Oh, man. Kelly Honert was getting up after being checked, and the puck finds him with a yawning cage. Unfortunately, he was about 2 feet behind the goal line extended and couldn't get it forward and then tap it into the empty net as Quinn Leland had pushed his way over to the other side. 12:20 to go. Nothing's the score. Comes to the side. And out of the zone, that's Davin Heineck. He played in, featured prominently in the JV game. Flopped in by Quinn. Honert, nice touch pass to Quinn. Oh, and he made a shot, but a great save by Quinn Leland. Excuse me. Beckwith. Puck rolls loose to Honert. He gets a shot toward goal, but not on. That was Beckwith. Oh, came out to Johnny Nienhuis. Jumped over his blade, getting heavy pressure by 27 Jones. And to DeYoung. DeYoung back to Nienhuis. Nienhuis to Beckwith. Nice reception in flight. Gains the blue line. Hits the brakes. Retains the puck. Shoots it toward the net. Paddled aside by Leland. That's 7 with the puck. Kyle Ramsey. Intercepted his exit pass by Beckwith. Takes it again deep. Comes out to Blunk. Walks the line. Puts it down low, trying to get it to Quack. Was in his skates. Quack backhands it around, and Husky regathers. Meeting of 4 different players there, 2 from each squad. And a slash on on somebody from Cedar Rapids. Brady Husky was yapping. That's going to be on number 22, Walker Coleman. Oh, I wonder if it's Coleman Walker. I have a feeling I wrote that wrong because the back of his jersey says Walker, my bad. All right, this is going to bring up your first of the day, a BSN power play. Win back goes to Nienhuis. Nienhuis shorts toward the net. Yep, Coleman Walker it is. 2-minute minor for slashing. Rough Riders try and throw it out. Does not work out. Johnny Nienhaus gets squished but maintains control of the puck. Goes down below to Quinn. Quinn holds, looking for an option. Goes to Nienhaus. Nienhaus back to Quinn. Puts it up to DeYoung. Ooh, D to D. That was Honert over there on the other point. Goes to Beckwith. Gets rubbed off the puck, but Quinn there to support. Goes back to Beckwith. Beckwith circles. Comes up top. Tries to pass it down to Quinn. Didn't work out. Shot by Honert. I don't know that got to the tendy, and that eventually makes it outside the zone. This is 91. Keegan Terhune gets a good rush and a shot away on Starr, who had to be sharp but made the save. Short-handed bid for Keegan Terhune, carried in there by DeYoung. Nienhaus goes cross-ice to Honert. Honert got smoked into the boards after he let that one go. Legal, of course. Beckwith comes to help Honert. Honert now gets a shot toward the net. Oh, that one, the pad save was there, but it leaked along, and then a man jumps up behind Quinn and grabs him from behind around the neck. That was an interesting move. You usually see that one on the other Sunday or Saturday morning program, WWE. The crowd wants to know if I'm entertained, and I am. Wait a second. You're putting Quinn in the box as coincidental minors, apparently. McNulty's going to be the other man in. I'm interested to see what they call on Quinn. He went into the crease following the puck and ended up back behind Quinn Leland and got jumped from behind by Mr. McNulty. Let's see what they do. It's going to be coincidental minors. I'm betting it's rough and rough because that's the easiest thing to do. Joe Dobbs, looking very sharp over there in his Blues jacket, is waiting for an explanation from the dazzle of men standing there right in front of good old Jana. I'll tell you what, you could ride a bike with that jacket on, and I mean, Marissa's a lovely lady, so he wouldn't, but you could pick up lots of honeys. There's 37 seconds left on the power play for your Blues, the best chance of which has come on a rush by Keegan Terhune, causing Aiden Starr to have to make a really nice save. While we're trying to wait for all this to shake out, and I don't know exactly what they're going to call, but we'll get it eventually, it'll give me a chance to mention the Blues, after playing 9 games, I mentioned this in the JV game, but for those of you who didn't see it, have missed 62 player games. 62 player games in total through 9 games of the regular season. We're not counting preseason, so it's not a math show, but basically 7 players, JV and varsity, have missed each and every game thus far in the season, and so there's still some long-lasting injuries. The injury bug has not only been frequent, but it's been vicious for your Blues this year. So, but we are getting some players back, and Ethan Quinn was an integral part of that JV win today. So we're going to hope for more guys getting healthy. Isaiah Conrad over there on the bench wearing his helmet because he has to. I know he doesn't want to, but those are the USA Hockey rules. And it looks like out of his sling and cast now. So this is a really extended break. Matt Heyman is still talking to Joe Dobbs about exactly what went down. The other armbanded official is Ron Wicks. And we got Filion and Whelan as the linesmen, since we didn't get to mention that yet. Wait, what? What? And Quinn gets escorted off. And there's a 5 on the board. Wow. I am definitely looking forward to the explanation on that. It didn't look like anything that I could see that was vicious. But obviously, I'm a long way from where the infractions occurred. So no more coincidental minors. We're going to have 4-on-4 hockey. Wait a second. That can't be right either. Wow. It doesn't happen often that I'm completely lost by what the Zebras are doing. There's 1 penalty up on the board for the Blues, 2 for the Rough Riders, so it should be 4-on-3 for 37 seconds. They can't have been coincidental because one's a major and the other one was a minor. Johnny Nienhaus is trying to do it too. Maybe this is going to be a math pod. Liam Quinn. Okay, a 5-minute major for holding the face mask and a game misconduct. Dylan McNulty, 2 minutes for holding. Okay, so it is 4-on-3, excuse me. Blunk goes over to Nienhaus. Nienhaus over to Blunk. Blunk's going to fire. Deflected up and out of play by Leland. So 5 minutes for holding the face mask and a 2-minute holding. This is the most interesting holding call I've seen, considering it was from behind around the neck, but I'm a homer, so it's okay. All right, Husky, Beckwith, DeYoung, and Nienhaus are the 4. I recognize Mr. Ray over there. He's easy to spot. He's a huge human. Here's Husky. Looking for Beckwith, gets the stick to Beckwith. Going to go over to Nienhaus. Walks the line. Goes to DeYoung. DeYoung fires. Who missed on the far side. That's going to go. Nice job by Nienhaus to scurry and catch up with that one. Comes back to DeYoung. So 4-on-4 hockey now. Nienhaus comes to the front. And I would be reluctant to not say the forwards get the D and the D get the forwards, as Edzo always mentions. That was going to go way down for icing, but gloved down by DeYoung, then played by his stick, and now Beckwith. Beckwith carries in. Nienhaus is in the slot. Ooh, DeYoung tries to get a backhand to him, but can't quite. Nienhaus throws it back to Beckwith. Without that center down there, it's hard to pass into center. There's nobody there with 4-on-4 hockey. Lots more space, though. Nienhaus gets squished. Comes to DeYoung. DeYoung throws one toward the net. Deflected to the corner by a defenseman or Beckwith. Couldn't tell. Nienhaus again. Over to Husky. From Beckwith to Husky. Nice shot now. Oh, I thought that was covered, but apparently it squeaked out. Husky regains control. Circles. Waiting. Looking. Drops for Beckwith. Beckwith comes toward the net. Oh, it's under him, and he had no idea. Did Mr. Leland, but it was under him, and the whistle goes. So 17 seconds of 4-on-4, followed by 3 minutes of an opportunity for a BSN penalty kill due to a 5-minute major. And I'll remind anybody out there who's not hockey savvy, when it's a major, they can score as many as they can on that power play advantage. All right, Decker ties up his man. Quack in after the puck. In everybody's skates. Comes to the side. Otten's going to pinch. Blunk's the other man out there right now. Good job by Quacker. Now, it is the 3-minute man advantage for the Rough Riders. Okay, Rough Rider takes it down low. Can't get a number on him just yet, but I will. That's Florshinger. Caden Florshinger, excuse me. Goes to Otten. It's got to get out of the zone, and it does. Nicely banged off the glass up high. In comes number 7, Kyle Ramsey. Goes to Blunk. It's in his skates. It's deftly grabbed by Quacker and thrown the length of the ice. For checking blue is Noah Decker. Often you'd have Quinn in that spot, but we won't have his services for the rest of the evening. Here comes Frey, Caden Frey, number 17. Blunk ties him up, is able to toss that thing the length of the ice yet again. Going to have to do this a lot of times to kill this off this penalty, but that's the way you do it. Ooh, comes out and stays in the zone. Nice job there by Nienhuis. Oh, man, he was wide open, but Husky couldn't get him the puck. Drop for Beckwith. Beckwith throws it back down low. That's number 15, Colby Belts with the puck. Now Knutson. He brings it out, goes across the red line into the offensive zone. Knutson does. He drops it. Gets taken off his stick by Blue Beckwith, and down it goes again. Leland grabs it. Husky works against Frey. Gets the puck. Oh, well, kind of gets the puck. Now comes the Nienhuis. There's a man in front. It's Beckwith. Oh, the pass just goes awry, and he's not able to get it. But now there's a 2-on-1 coming the other way. This is Ray and Terhune. Terhune was way offside. That's a blown call right there. Come on, Marty. But nonetheless, we play on. No harm, no foul. Goes to Ray. Turns around in the face of Aiden Starr. And then the follow-up shot, he is able to hold and cover. So 57 seconds left of this extended 3-minute man advantage for the Rough Riders. So far, much of the play has actually been to our right during this time, which pleases your announcer. And hopefully most of the Blues fans who are watching. Decker at the dot. Max Patton out there as the other forward. Walker takes a shot, ends up high. I think that got deflected. Comes to Blunk. Unable to get rid of it. Nienhuis is the other penalty killer right now. Deflected by Decker. Comes back to the point. Deflected up and out of the ring. 34 seconds to go on the penalty kill. Lots of peripheral play. And not a lot of high-scoring chances. I'm trying not to jinx it. Decker to take the draw again. It's just sitting there. 50-50 goes to Walker. Walker goes across to Colby Belts. He throws it. No dice. Comes to Nienhuis. Oh, not able to get it out. Ooh, somebody's unhappy over there. Unhappy over there in the... Wow. Coaching staff by Cedar Rapids unhappy right now. Don't know why. 19 seconds to go in this penalty kill for your Blues. Blunk, Beckwith, Nienhuis, and Kwak. Comes out to Walker. Walker down to Florschinger. Now Ramsey. Comes back to Walker. Now to Ramsey. Now to Florschinger. Even strength, and down it goes. That's not going to be an icing because it was thrown by the Rough Riders. Nice kill of the major. A full 3 minutes of penalty kill. Husky down there working as well as Beckwith. He's the one that most recently had it. Comes out along the wall. In comes Taylor, 87. Ridden off into the corner by Nienhuis. That's not going to be an icing. Mr. Whelan said it was touched. McNulty picks it up. Beckwith hampers him. Bounced off the boards. Right in front of the player bench. Comes to Otten, then DeYoung. DeYoung down to Husky. It's in his skates. He doesn't know. Oof. Now carried forward by 31, Jacob Hills. And comes to Starr, who makes a save into the corner. Xander Boatman there. Comes free. Quacker able to get rid of it. And he's on the rush with Beckwith with him. Crosses the blue line. Takes a shot. Misses on the far side, but does not come all the way out. Otten pinches and gets it across. Blunt goes in after it. It bounces off of Quack's skate. Beckwith gets it in front, but the only person there is, I think that's either Ray or Boatman. It was Boatman, 59, Xander Boatman with the white cage. Worked back around again. Ooh, Otten tries to jump in front of the man, doesn't work out. They're going to wave that one off as not offside either. Interesting. Comes to McNulty. Nice block there by Kelly Honert. Man on the far side gets it up to the point. Blast, and off the side of the cage. Here comes Noah Decker. Bounces off the stick of Kelly Honert. That one is going to be an icing. So, with 2:26, there's been an awful lot of time on the power play and or penalty kill for your Blues. Well, I should say and, not or. But no score on the board. Decker to take the draw. Gets it behind him. Touched backward by Honert. Helped by DeYoung, and now Decker again. Goes up the boards toward Patton. Kick to the stick. Ish. By Honert and Decker. Kicked in now by Honert. Got a wide open guy up at the top. There he is. He found him. Nice job. Comes over to Nienhuis. Nienhuis tries to get a man coming down the slot. That was Honert, but didn't. The pass went through too many sticks and didn't work out. That one ended up on goal, save by Mr. Leland. All right. Going to get player changes for the Rough Riders. Your Blues stay out there with the same 5 that I had already mentioned. This looks like Creighton Florschner taking the draw. Goes back to 44. That's Cale Krall. Ooh. That goes. Honert's centering pass didn't work out. Rough ride for that Rough Rider. That was Decker. Sat his man. Backhand pass up the boards. Good scurry there by Nienhuis. And he gets it out of the zone very nicely. Here's Kelly Honert, 1-on-3. Gets around one, but not the other, as my partner would like to say. Oh, excellent work there by Nienhuis. Worked from his knees to get it into the far side corner. This is going to come out to Beckwith. Beckwith to Blunk. Blunk, not able to keep it in the zone. Taylor there, but it ended up too deep and didn't have any kind of angle to do anything with it. And then his backhand pass ends up out of the zone. Comes to Krall. Krall throws it in. Goes from Blunk to Beckwith to Husky. Husky goes deep. 50 seconds to go in the period. Husky trying to direct traffic as he comes in. Blunk pinches. Not able to keep that in the zone. Good back check there by Mueller. Otten goes over to Beckwith. Beckwith being hampered. Whew. Tracks the puck down. Decides to settle things down. Goes back to Otten. Otten to Blunk. That's going to escape the zone, but not in possession for the... Whoa. Oh, they're going to call that. So the guy, it's an interference call. It's the right call. Mueller went into the man thinking that he was going to play the puck, and he didn't. And so hit him without the puck in his possession. That is an interference call all day, every day, twice on Sundays, although it's a Saturday night. 20.4 seconds to go, and back to the opportunity for a BSM penalty kill. Go the Blues. Puck lands in the circle, knocked out of there nicely by Quacker, who's going to go forecheck and try and kill off the rest of this penalty. Endek throws it back into the zone, grabbed by Coleman Walker. Quacker doing a great job of forechecking, and that's going to do it for the period. 6-5, Blues on top for shots on goal, but nothing on the big board. And so we're going to take a break for about 15 minutes, give or take. Go hit the bathroom, have a sandwich, whatever, and we'll be back. For Dean Patton, this is Rich Blunk and Quad City Blues Hockey.
Wrong glass, sir.
How much for the little girl? The women. How much for the women?
What?
Your women. I want to buy your women, the little girl, your daughters. Sell them to me. Sell me your children. Maitre d'? Maitre d'?
And we're back. Welcome back for period 2. Varsity Blues versus Rough Riders. Scores 0-0. Who's winning? The Bears. That's Ferris Bueller, not Blues Brothers. It's a Blues Brothers night. So we'll keep that to those references only. An entertaining but kind of choppy first period with tons of penalties. So lots of back and forth from the kill to the power play and etc. And for anybody who might have missed it, Liam Quinn got a 5-minute major and a game misconduct for grabbing the face mask. It was in a scrum behind Quinn Leland, the Rough Rider goalie, and I surely didn't see it, but I'm sure it did happen. So we'll be without his services, which is definitely a detriment, but the Blues have climbed steeper hills. There is still 1 minute and 40 seconds on the penalty to Evan Mueller that the Blues are going to have to kill. They're going to come out with Husky, DeYoung, Nienhuis, and Beckwith. And one to the side by Husky, knocked deep by DeYoung. Puck gets left there momentarily by, I believe that's McNulty. Or sorry, Kyle Ramsey, number 7. This is 15 Belts. Carries it into the zone. DeYoung knocks it down. Little scrum there with 5 players. Beckwith and DeYoung for the Blues. I couldn't see any. Belts and several others. And out of the zone it comes. Here comes Brady Husky trying to get to it. Can't beat 22. That's Walker. And down it goes, but right to the tape of Johnny Nienhuis comes to Husky. Husky gets taken into the board, but Nienhuis able to keep that. Dumps it off and carried out of there by Florschinger. Blunk and Beckwith are back. Taylor has center lane drive for Cedar Rapids. Around goes Florschinger. Goes across, nice hard pass. Ooh, shot got deflected and then shot behind Aiden Starr after he made a good save. There was a rebound. The shot went through the blue paint, but behind him. Ooh. Puck got through to 87. I believe that's Taylor. But now down with a vengeance to the other end of the ice by Beckwith. You got 3 penalty killers make a change. Pass comes to McNulty. Guarded by Kwok, and penalty killed. Nice jolt by Kwok there right in front of us. Blunk to Kwok. Not out of the zone. Back to Kwok from McNulty, and back he comes. Puck knocked off his stick very nicely. That looked like Kai Patton. Number 8, yes it was. Puck comes back to him. He knocks it out of the zone, goes to Otten. Otten throws it back toward the offensive zone. Didn't work out. Decker tries a stick lift. Terhune, who had a nice shorthanded bid earlier. Oh, good pass across, but no dice. Aiden Starr up to task. Noah Decker and now Max Patton gets a jolt. Gets it out toward the line, but not out, and now out it comes. Max Patton goes up against Xander Boatman. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to take the puck into the zone with him. Here's Decker. Comes across to Patton. Other Patton. Cedar Rapids Patton. And he passes it forward. Nice defense there by Otten. And then Decker rides his man into the boards. Puck's in his skates. Aiden Starr looking for a tripping call. Raises his glove hand while in net. Oop. Nice job by DeYoung to get that out of the zone. Then tipped by Filion. Decker. Back to Otten. Otten. Ooh, in the skates of Filion, unfortunately. Here comes Mueller. First from his break in the penalty box. DeYoung. Throws it on goal. Stopped and covered by Quinn Leland. I guess the only saving grace of having Andrew Quinn out of the game is now when I say Quinn, there's only one left. And that's the first name of the Rough Rider attendee. Husky, Mueller, Filion, Nienhuis, and Duvall. Nienhaus gets it. Takes a shot. Ooh, that was ticketed for just above Leland's head, but he was able to get that glove up there and make a save. No real traffic in front. No chance to tip that, and he was able to see it all the way. Same 5. It's Cale Flerschinger. Man, I really suck at that name. Into the corner off a deflection. Goes over to Filion. Filion gets checked for the effort. Comes to Mueller. Mueller puts it in front. Oh, just missed the stick of Johnny Nienhaus, so the Blues have to recoil all the way down. Back behind the goal, Johnny goes. Ooh, pass gets deflected, but ends up right on Duvall's tape. Speaking of on the tape, Duvall goes to Filion. Filion's stick was ramped upward, and it went up and out of play. All right, Decker back with Honert, DeYoung, and Blunk. I got Ray. I can't. Logan Knutson on the draw. 1 back to 22. That's Walker. He carries behind the net. Goes to come out in front. Does. Passes up to Ray. Ray carries it down. Passes it in front to Knutson. His shot or deflection of that pass goes behind the goal. Hemmed up in the corner by Decker. Out to the point. That was by Honert. Oh. Knutson throws it blindly back into a corner. Oh, and then Blunk passes it back to him in this corner. Not ideal. That puck goes across the box to the other side, and I laugh because Joe Dobbs screaming, "Move your feet," and I agree. Everybody's looks like they're moving a little slow right now. Blunk able to catch that one and get out of the zone. Oh, pass for DeYoung was way off target, but DeYoung's able to recoil and send forward a pass nicely to Kelly Honert. Low hard shot along the ice. Ooh, ends up with a rebound off a post. And now we're in, yeah! You're my boy, Blue Beckwith! Multiple rebounds. You see, looked like Honert got it to the net initially, and I think Decker also is going to get an assist. Real scrambly, went off the post, did not go in, but on another attempt did end up in the back of the net. And for the first goal of the game, your Blues up 1-0 on a goal by Blue Beckwith. All right, we'll listen for who gets the exact apples. It was hard to tell. Beckwith with the goal. 92 Honert and 27 Decker. All right. Good work, boys. All right. Johnny Nienhaus throws to Kwok. Kwok, nice touch pass back toward Nienhaus, but didn't work out. Otten goes and stands his man up. Nienhaus able to backhand it toward Quacker again. Austin Kwok throws it deep. Nice job by Nienhaus. Defenseman playing offensively. Comes off the boards to Husky, who is covering Nienhaus wisely. Patton and Nienhaus battling against, I couldn't catch the number of that Cedar Rapids player, and here comes Boatman. Nice job by Decker, but couldn't get the puck off his stick. He carries, but then his pass toward the center goes awry. Husky clubs that one up the boards, but ends up going into number 31, Jacob Hills. Now comes to Otten. There's a massive humanity there at the player bench. Here comes Husky on a break. Gets a shot. Oh, goes by the near side. Patton almost able to clean that up, but he was too deep by the time he could get a stick on it. In the skates of Husky. Now it comes out. Heineck throws to the center. Good stick lifts abound. Heineck gets it again on the half wall. Goes down into the corner, tries to center, blocked down by Husky, left there, and Mueller's going to come and help out his mates and bounce that one off the boards, and that is going to get out. Regrab by number 8, Patton for Cedar Rapids. Otten puts it deep. Decker in there, harassing. Number 17, that's Frey, sorry. Mueller, nice job tying up his man. That's Jones. Good work. Pass comes to Decker. Decker comes across. Nice shot, but better save by Leland. Big rebound. Comes almost out of the zone, but kept in there by DeYoung. It's Panther and Freiberger and Filion. Now comes the Blunk. Ice is slippery. Man goes down. Another man goes down. Nice pass from Freiberger to Patton. Didn't quite work out. Now handed into the zone by Filion and double team on McNulty. And an offside because Taylor had to make a move. 88-24. Let them know that you're there, boys. All right. So Panther, Freiberger, Wright, DeYoung, and Nienhaus. Draw is going to come outside the zone, obviously, because it was a offside, but that's Duvall, and Panther is going to get another slashing penalty. That's 2 in 2 games. I think it was the Sunday game that he picked one up. So that's not ideal, and the Blues go to the kill with 9:13 to go in the second period and up 1-0. Zebras have been tight on those whistles. I guess they figure we only got one set of games this weekend. Might as well get their money's worth. Husky in for the draw. 50-50. Then he wins it. Sends it back. Knocked down by a stick at the blue line. But Blue working hard. It's taken down. Terhune comes to get it. Now McNulty. An opportunity for a BSM penalty kill, says Jana. They recoil. Nice job. Good hustle play by Nienhaus. Keeps the puck out of the danger area. Now he's going to loft it. Oh, it does not get out. Lands in Ray's hand and then over to the sideboards. He puts it back to McNulty. McNulty takes a shot. It's going to go wide. Rebound. Another shot, but that gets scrubbed away there by Johnny Nienhaus's sprawled body. Ray gets a shot. Comes loose. And gathered in by Aiden Starr, who's been playing quite well through the first period and a half. Well, not quite half, but we're getting there. All right. Noah Decker, Kwok, Blunk, and Nienhaus still for the penalty killers. Blunk stands his man up. Puck comes free to Nienhaus, and he throws it down with a vengeance. Quinn Leland going to play it behind his net, leave it there for number 7. That's Kyle Ramsey. Ramsey carries, stops, goes back to the point. That's 17 Frey. Goes down low. Blunk able to break that up, but comes over to the sidewall. Boys battle. Continue to battle with their sticks. Kept in now. Fortuner puts it toward 87. Taylor Crosby. That comes to the middle of the ice. Comes the Blunk stick. And down it goes. Ooh, doesn't get all the way down. Played by a high stick and then touched by Taylor, which is going to take the draw all the way down into the offensive zone. 10 seconds left on the penalty kill for your Blues. So that actually turned out just as well. Blunk and DeYoung, Honert and Beckwith are your 4 penalty killers. Knutson at the dot against Beckwith. McNulty on this side. Comes out to Knutson. To Ray, excuse me. Beckwith scurrying after it. Comes out to Ray. Blunk gets his stick in there and gums up that rush a bit. Now into the far side corner in the defensive zone for your Blues. DeYoung and now Beckwith. Carries out of the zone. Across the blue. Across the red. Across the blue. into the corner. Couldn't get around his man. Oh, and up into the netting. Propelled there, I think, by Kelly Honert. Is that going to be in the zone? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure, but it looks like that's going to be an in-zone draw. Back with Patton, Honert, Nienhuis, and Duvall. Little different lines with Quinn, unfortunately not able to play the rest of this tilt. Comes to Honert, dangles one man. Ooh, just missed the far post. Right idea. Duvall pinches and gets pinched, but now regains, gets a shot off, and a second. Good save by Quinn, tight up against his post. Sorry, Leland. Honert. Now Boatman. Max Patton working on him. Now over, that's 39, Kinnick Longhenry. Hadn't mentioned his name much. Puck goes down low. Beckwith tries to put it out front. Lays there. Oh, and now down it goes. Hands up for icing, but that's on goal. Nienhuis has to hurry. 31's there. That's Jacob Hills. And causes a turnover. Fired high and wide by the point man. Now comes the crawl. Nice redirect attempt by, I think that's Jones, 27. Can't get out by Kelly Honert. We got to get this out of the zone, boys. We're running around. Comes from Duvall to Patton. Patton back to Duvall. Duvall out of the zone to Beckwith. Beckwith carries across the red line. Gets to the blue line. Oh, and Kelly Honert was offside. He went palms up. I didn't have a good angle, so I'm not going to comment. All right. Still 1-0 for your Blues. 5:29 to go. Man, am I glad the clock is on the screen so I don't have to try and slip that in every 30 seconds or so. Thanks, Dino. All right. Decker, Mueller, Filion, Blunk, and DeYoung. Comes to Blunk. Gets across the blue line. Tries to angle across. Ooh. Shot there by Filion. Got knocked down. And that's backhanded all the way down. That's going to be an icing. No question on that one. So, 5:16. Ice Baby is a little on the nose for me, but I'll allow it. Austin Hutton's still getting more service hours for one of his classes. A former Blue, played here 2 years ago. Great kid. All right. Noah Decker in the corner. Gets pinned there. Back it comes to Blunk. Blunk gets a shot toward the net. Low along the ice, but it missed on the far side, and then, as they will, comes all the way out. DeYoung over to Blunk. Blunk out to, that's Filion, but then grabbed by a Rough Rider, and they had to go tag up on a delayed offside. Comes out to Mueller. Ooh, missed the pass catch. McNulty grabs it. Going to be hounded by Decker. He backhands into the zone. He was across the center line, so that's legal. No ice. Filion. Now Decker. Oop, overskated it. And then got crunched. Comes back to McNulty at the point. Then Ray. Blunk backhands, and that's going to dribble outside the zone. Put back into the zone, and that's an offside play. It was played by Ray when he still had a man inside the zone. I think that was 91, Keegan Terhune. He was still inside. So you're going to get a 5-man line change for the Blues, and I couldn't agree more. We've got Husky, Kwok, Beckwith, Otten, and Nienhuis. There's Ray, 9, takes it in. Turns in the corner. Bumped there by Otten. Continues to maintain control. Ooh, goes across the belts. Who fires one? Missed by about 4 feet wide to the left. Ray working hard to get that thing toward the net. Oh, man, Terhune had a really nice shot, and then he got absolutely dumped by Otten. Husky comes out of the zone, and here come your Blues. Husky able to get that one in. Beckwith goes after it. Up against Ray in the corner. Here's Brady. Ooh, landed on the stick of Kwok, who took a quick shot but got knocked down by the defense. Beckwith goes in after it. Jolts. The physicality has ramped up immensely in the past just minute or so. Beckwith battling with belts. Comes to Beckwith. Beckwith backhands down to Quacker. Quack goes to Nienhuis. Nienhuis controls, goes to, tried to get it back to Austin Quack, didn't work out. And that one's going to come down and not be an icing, obviously. It got held up. Goes to Nienhuis. Nienhuis to Husky. Husky's in. Nice shot, but right into the crest. The Rough Rider crest of the attendee. His mom's going to tell him, you know what? It's better if you pick a corner. The point of this game is not to hit the goalie right in the bullseye in the middle of his chest every single time. That's the Tracy Husky special. All right, 2:41 to go. Again, the physicality really ramping up. DeYoung, Blanc, Honert comes back to DeYoung. Now to Honert. Ooh, Honert missed the far side. Patton and Decker are the other two. Comes down from Blanc to some Blues, but then comes back outside the zone. That was a dangerous pass. 31. That's Hills, Jacob Hills. Throws it across, goes to Jones. He's not able to keep the pass on his stick. Comes back to Hills, now to Decker. Comes out to the side. Blanc's going to get there. And is able to carry. Looking for a pass. Nope. Going to carry a little farther. Gets across the red line and then dumps it deep. Decker and Honert in after it. There's Boatman. Goes around to the far side. That's 21. Creighton Florschner. Knocked down by Decker. He gets a jolt, but makes the play. Good job by Kelly Honert. Trying to bring that out front. Blanc's going to backhand it. Back to the back wall. Decker's going to get there. And get squished. Comes out to Nienhuis. He puts it down to the stick. Oh. And then throws it down the other way. Blanc is going to have to get on his horse a little bit. And nope. He twirls away from Florschner. Comes over to Nienhuis. Nienhuis is going to rush this. Comes to Honert. Honert takes a look. Nice pass to Duvall. Duvall gains the red line and throws it in. Husky in after it hard. Duvall carries, fires, and nice save by Quinn Leland with 56.1 seconds to go. Time getting short in this period, but it's a period that's been won by your Blues on the big board, 1-0. We'll get shot totals for Jana at the end of the period here. Philly on Husky, Beckwith, Nienhuis, and Duvall. Ray, Belts, and Knudsen at the dot. Thrown around. Knocked out of there, but by Ray, but Duvall able to get it. Oh, Tyler, be careful, buddy. Time's a counting down. We don't need to give one up here. That's for darn sure. All right. Ray puts in Beckwith. Oh, geez. All right. Nienhuis comes to Filion. Then to Husky. Husky had his shot deflect up and out of play. 23.5 to go. All right, still Ray, Belts, Kroll, Knudsen, and Terhune. Filion gets changed out for, well, now they're all going to change after I just said their names. Awesome. Husky, Beckwith, Honert, Nienhuis, and DeYoung are the 5 for the Blues. Kroll puts it around the boards. Able to be kept in by Honert, but then regathered there by, oh, I didn't see what number that was. That was Belt, excuse me. Husky able to pick up a loose puck, put it toward the net, hit off the outside, pass back around 2 seconds and 1, and that'll do it for this period. Meeting of the Clans. Legal plays, legal hits. No big deal. And everybody gets separated. You've got to keep them separated. Shots on goal at the end of the second period. 9 for the Blues. 7 for the Rough Riders. 9 and 7, 15 and 12 for the game. Very, very evenly played, and it shows on the board as well, 1-0. So, for Dean Patton, this is Rich Blunk. You're watching Quad City Blues hockey, and we'll be back in 12 to 15 minutes.
I gotta pull over.
Southbound on State Highway 470. Want to hand me the mic? Thanks a lot. Hi, this is car, what number are we? 55. Car 55. We're in a truck.
That's it.
All right, welcome back, Blues fans. And
Me and the Lord.
just announced Colby Belts 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct at the end, very end of the second period. So we will start the third on a BSN power play. As you can see there on your screen, score is 1-0 in favor of the Blues. And they definitely can hope to build on that here with the power play. Greg has reminded us frequently and correctly that the power play normally would be quarterbacked by Isaiah Conrad, but with him on the shelf for an extended period, the boys have had to figure out how to do this without him and have acquitted themselves fairly well, I think. More recently, especially in those games against Mason City. So we're going to have Husky, Nienhaus, DeYoung, Honert, and Beckwith. It's also a little mixed up now, also because you're missing Quinn.
For me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
Oh, so many Blues Brothers quotes that I could use but are probably inappropriate, so I'm just going to leave them alone. All right. Puck won back by the Rough Riders. McNulty lofts that down. DeYoung's going to have to recoil and go get it. He does. Takes a look from behind his net, leaves it there for Brady Husky. Picking up a lot of speed through center ice. Carries it over the red line, carries it over the blue line. Circles. Circles again. Goes down to, that's Nienhaus. Then out to Honert. Honert's going to take a shot. Ooh! Got the back of Johnny Nienhaus. Friendly fire there. Comes to Nienhaus behind the net now. Oh, almost to Kelly, but that got dropped. This is 87, Taylor Crosby. Nice job on the back check and got caught. Now here comes Kelly Honert. Thrown down deep. Johnny Nienhaus brings it out front, tries to loft it for Husky. No dice there. That's Ray. Now back to Nienhaus. Nienhaus tries the stuff shot, gets put down for the effort. Still loose. Oh, and Brady Husky scores! Brady Husky on the third attempt after somebody got absolutely flattened. Hopefully I get to see it on the replay. Multiple attempts and Brady being persistent. There's Johnny and then Blue and finally Brady. So I'm assuming very much it's going to be, oh, come on, man. It's going to be Husky with the goal, Beckwith and Nienhaus with the assist. And now Blue goes to the bench to the box for something. So, score on the BSN power play directly to the BSN penalty kill. Somebody wants to be the center of attention this game, and they're in stripes. But the scoreboard says 2-0, so I'm going to hold more of an opinion. All right. So we got Kyle Ramsey ready to take the face-off against Decker. It's going to be Decker, Kwok, Nienhaus, and Blunk as your 4 penalty killers. Here comes Florschinger. Comes the Blunk. Does not get out. Yep, Blunk and Nienhaus and Beckwith with the apples, as we expected. Blunk taking a little time off the clock. Unsportsmanlike conduct by Beckwith, apparently. So they say. I don't know. I wasn't down there. I don't know what he said. Carried in by McNulty, but it ends up deep. Oh, boy. Bounced right out in front. That was dangerous and came to Kyle Ramsey, but he was unable to really do much with it based on the angle. Brought in deep. Goes back to Ramsey, now to 21, Florschinger. Man, I'll get it right eventually. Then to Walker. Comes the Blunk. He backhands and tipped out of the zone by Noah Decker. That's Walker. He throws it in from the other end of the red line, and that is the first of the game, a DPPI. That's a dreaded power play icing in the way that I do like it for the penalty killing Blues. 52 seconds left on the kill. In comes Husky and Patton, Nienhuis, and DeYoung. I don't really want Harkey out there taking draws. Nothing against him. All right, 50-50 ends up on the stick of Nienhuis. Nienhuis is going to dump that deeper, going after it for a little bit. That was 44 center around Cale Kroll. Now comes to DeYoung. He gets squished by 91 Terhune. Comes out and goes to Ray. He gets through two men and then gets taken down. Ooh, no penalty. All right. I thought that was 50-50 whether they were going to call one. Based on the number of whistles I've already seen in this game, I thought there would be one, but there was not. Almost had a step, did Ray, but enough stick-on-stick action to keep him from getting a good scoring opportunity. Knutson at the draw, Terhune, Ray, Walker, and McNulty against, who's that? Husky, Patton, DeYoung, and Nienhuis. And Nienhuis clubs it down, right on goal, stopped by Leland, who has to paddle it away. Ray drops it there, able to regain, and then comes to DeYoung, who throws it all the way down again. Walker picks it up. Goes around the net. Taken down by, Brady Husky, who got a backhand shot, but not a very good one, and the net is off. It's moorings, and so there will be a whistle with 2 seconds left on the penalty kill for your Blues. Looks like they're going to escape this one. I'm getting mocked down here, and that's okay. 13:59 to go, 2-0 for your Blues. Decker, Nienhuis, Otten, and Mueller. Comes back to Nienhuis. He takes a blast, but misses on the far side. Even strength, and out comes Nolan Filion to make the 5th Blue on the ice. Here comes Otten, gaining speed, puts himself offside. He lost it right at the blue line, ended up on Nolan Filion's stick, and he went ahead and took it into the zone, but there was no stopping Jackson. He was in, so be it. Same 5 for your Blues. Coming to the dot is number 7, Kyle Ramsey. Puts it over to Florkiner. And then the Blues get it, and Filion puts it in deep. Johnny Nienhuis in after it. Kroll clubs it around. Otten able to keep that from exiting the zone briefly, but now it does. Decker covering up the D spot well. Now it comes to Filion, then to Johnny Nienhuis. Patton, number 8 for Cedar Rapids, loses his stick, but that's okay. Comes to Filion now. Filion gets it out of the zone, quickly comes to 87, Crosby, throws it over to 44, Cale Kroll. He gets squished by Johnny Nienhuis. Pass ahead by Otten. Goes to Filion. Filion gets it into the zone. Decker gets it a little deeper, but squibs out to the middle. A turnaround shot by Mueller, but not much on it. Definitely Cedar Rapids trying to leak a man behind Blunk, who alertly was there watching that. Mueller tried to get sandwiched. The 2 Cedar Rapids players tried to sandwich him, and he took them down, at least one of them, with a vengeance. Nice job there by Brady Husky to block off that centering pass by Ray. Now it comes to Mueller, who enjoys all the contact. I don't know that you want to. I don't think you'll like him when he's angry. Over it comes to Walker. Now Husky, now Walker again. Walker comes out, goes across. But the pass was not in Boatman's wheelhouse. He was open, but the pass was to the wrong side of him and couldn't get a shot off. Nice job there, defending by Patton. The good pass over to Quack. Quacker takes a high riser, but it's up and over. Husky keeps it in the zone. Here comes Boatman. It's on DeYoung. Long Henry is in the middle of the ice. But the pass comes awry and goes from Patton to Kwok. Kwok gains the zone, takes a shot, misses on the near side and up high. Patton in after it now. Now Nienhuis puts it deep. Number 8, Kai Patton, goes back there for it. Good touch by Patton to keep it in the zone. Decker, backhand, score! Woo! Noah Decker, Endek makes it 3, and I think the primary assist on that's going to go to Max Patton. He tipped it to him. It's hard to see with the overlay on that replay, but Max Patton did a good job keeping that in the zone. And Noah Decker was skating left and slid it right. It got inside the goal post. So now 3-0 for your Blues with 11:14 to go here in the third period. I was just asking Dean if we could get 2 goals and make this a little more comfortable early in the period. What are we doing? Now we're talking things over. I don't know what we're talking over exactly, but that's okay. Decker, Honert, Beckwith, Duvall, and Nienhuis. Good check by Decker, as they call his name. Max Patton with the primary assist, and the secondary assist goes to Johnny Nienhuis. Wow. Oh. The natives, the Cedar Rapids natives are getting restless out here. Cody Belts went down, number 15. I didn't actually see what happened. He's going to get to the bench under his own power. I didn't see it. None of the 4 Zebras saw it. So. Now we're going to get chirps on chirps. Chirps on chirps. All right. Decker, Honert, Beckwith, Blunk, and DeYoung are going to be the 5 skaters for your Blues. Kept in the zone. Goes to Decker. Fresh off the most recent goal. Then to Honert, who laid a nice hit recently. Comes to Decker, backhand. Ooh, and into the glove with a save. Ramsey now down on the ice, but he getting up a little slowly, but he does get back up under his own power, no problem. Going to keep the 5 the same. DeYoung's over there talking to the Cedar Rapids bench, playing Peacekeeper. Decker versus, I want to say that's Knutson. Nope. Yeah, it was. But now it ain't. Now it's going to be Ray. Decker versus Ray. Decker gets the win, but it comes out of the zone. Terhune. Nice stick-on-stick action there by Blunk. Comes back to Walker. That one goes wide. Tipped wide. Honert comes to the near side wall. Is able to loft that one out of the zone, trying to get to Beckwith, but it ends up on Walker's stick. Now Knutson. Knutson passes it across. Oh, misses connections, and then comes to Beckwith. That's going to be a trip. Yeah, plain as day, that one. So everybody was looking at that. So that's going to be a trip on number 3, Knutson. He'll go into the box for 2 or hopefully less. And it puts us back on a Blues BSN power play. Husky, Nienhuis, Beckwith, Honert, and DeYoung. Honert and DeYoung at the points. 50-50 puck comes free and then is sent down by 87, Taylor Crosby. Oh, my goodness. I've been calling him the wrong name. It's Taylor on his back. Man, I'm bad at this. Crosby Taylor, excuse me. All right. Comes across. Husky tried to get through center ice. Didn't work out. Nienhuis is able to sweep it across. Husky got kneed and is making his way to the bench. Beckwith takes his man down. It's getting rough. Aiden Starr back to play this. Swings it around to this side and knocked back into the zone by Terhune. Now Ray. Gets pinched off there by DeYoung. Ooh, comes out of it though. Nice poke check by Aiden Starr. Here comes Honert. Honert to Nienhuis. Nienhuis into the zone. Got Decker in the middle. Got Honert right there. Oh, Honert with a heavy shot that went off the pad. Juicy rebound, but nobody was able to grab that thing for the Blues. Blunk goes back to pick it up. Taking a look. See what he got. He got Beckwith on the far side and hits him with a pass-ish. I don't know if it was able for him or Patton, but either way. Goes to Nienhuis behind. Now Decker into the corner. Throws it back up to Blunk. Blunk keeps it in the zone, but now down it goes. Wow. All right. Blunk to Kwok. Kwok into the zone. Circles the wagons. Throws it down low for Nienhuis. Penalty just about killed. Blunk fires. Got through. Lots of traffic, but not tipped, and so made a nice save by Leland. Goes to Nienhuis. Coming out is Florschinger. He takes a shot from a bad angle, paddled aside. Nice save by Aiden Starr. Comes out of the zone to Kai Patton, number 8 for Cedar Rapids. Lofted back in by the Cedar Rapids player. Kwok gets around his man, gets into the zone, puts it toward the goal, but Filion wasn't able to catch up with that one. Backhanded out of the zone. Comes to Mueller. Mueller goes to Otten. Otten over to Blunk. Blunk takes a look, tries to throw it to Beckwith. Didn't quite work out. Pass got tipped. Goes to McNulty. McNulty makes a tight turn and gets it out, but unfortunately missed Ray with his pass, and so Otten makes the same tight turn and puts it back out into neutral ice. Mueller back checking against Knudsen. Puts him into the corner. Otten out to Beckwith. Beckwith gets reinforcement with him in the form of Filion, who tries to get it toward the net, but the puck was jumping all over the place. He couldn't actually get a good shot off. Beckwith back to Otten. Otten toward the net, redirected in flight, but then ended up right in the midsection of Quinn Leland for the save. I don't know, Dean. They want us to turn it down for what? But I don't know what. I never understood this song. I gotta turn it down. Why? All right, that's enough of that. Freiberger on the draw, but now it comes to Duvall. Duvall in the corner, being covered by Jack Wright. Panther working, and then it comes out to Nienhuis. Nienhuis, his shot gets tipped by Freiberger off to the corner. Now comes the Boatman. Boatman carries, dumps it in deep, and goes in after it. Goes to pass it in front, but that gets knocked down by Freiberger. It's 39 there, Kennick Longhenry. Shot from the point by Kroll. Then it ends up on Freiberger's stick. It's being hampered there by Boatman. Goes to Nienhuis. Nienhuis to Freiberger. Florschinger takes the brunt of that, and then Freiberger meets up with Dylan McNulty. Good. And that was Gage Boatman. Sorry, Xander Boatman had a shot that looks like it got redirected. Aiden Starr thinks the redirection was high, but I don't think that call is going to be forthcoming. And then it hit his pads and then just barely trickled over the line. So I think the initial shot was by Boatman, but it definitely got redirected on the way. Making for a much more difficult save, obviously, by Aiden Starr. He still almost made it, but just barely got through. So that'll make it 3-1. And we've got Husky, Honert, Beckwith, Blunk, and DeYoung. Beckwith throws it deep. Honert in after it. There's Taylor. And now McNulty. Blunk's going to get this one over here in the corner and sweeps it out, but that's going to go all the way down for an icing. Hills with the goal. Oh. Oh. Hills with the goal. They didn't give the assist. I thought it was Xander Boatman, but I could be wrong. Oh, okay. Apparently, there was a penalty there on Johnny Nienhuis right before the shot, but since the shot went in, that negates the penalty. All right. Well, it was going to be Knutson versus Husky, but now it's somebody else. Terhune, who takes a turnaround shot from his knees and almost beats Starr with that. Wow. Ray, turnaround shot for him. Another save by Starr. Ray throws it out to the point. Starr gobbles that one up and holds for a whistle. 4:42 to go in this game. 3-1 for your Blues, and this one could get real bumpy before the end. Okay. Decker. Now over toward Patton. Patton able to sweep it off his stick nicely. Gets it a little farther. Actually regains control, but Kwok had just got his second skate into the zone, so that's an offside play. Decker, Patton, Kwok, Nienhuis, and Blunk are your five. Decker's going to take the draw. Up against Kennick Longhenry. Goes to Nienhuis, goes to Blunk. Blunk puts it in, on goal, and covered. Rough Riders D-men protect the house and the tendy, and as you're supposed to. Rough Riders changing. Looks like the Blues are going to keep it the same. Puck comes to Patton. Working up. Man. Tumbling back there. Everybody's okay. Nienhuis. Circling in the corner. Trying to get out of there. Being hampered by a Rough Rider who I can't identify. Comes to Kwok. Puts it on the far side. Taylor goes across ice. But unable to get there. Oh, and now out hustled by Florschinger is Blunk, as well as two other players. Here comes Decker on a rush. Leaves it there for Patton. Patton leaves it for Quacker. Quacker, tried to put it to Noah Decker, but not able to do it. Decker throws it off the boards to cycle it, but only player there is number 3. That's Knutson for Cedar Rapids. He's still hemmed in. The clock's a-ticking, and that's what the Blues need. This is not going to go for icing. DeYoung's going to get there, backhands it over to Nienhuis, back to DeYoung. And Nienhuis is going to have a seat. He didn't like the Terhune hit that was a little late, but his was they catch you when you retaliate. and that's what happened there. So, with 3:10 to go, the Rough Riders are going to have a hopefully 2-minute man advantage, but we shall see. It's time where, with a 2-goal deficit, you almost might start thinking about pulling the tendy. All right, Husky, 50-50 puck, clubbed to the corner by Walker. That one escapes on the far side past McNulty. Nienhaus for roughing. Again, they get the retaliator. Beckwith doing his darndest to pester the Rough Riders on the forecheck, as he often does. Man guarded by DeYoung. That one comes across to Walker and ends up exiting the zone, so they'll have to recoil. Cedar Rapids will. Walker takes it back down. He's got Ramsey on his left. He goes right, which is McNulty. Now to Ramsey. Drop pass for Taylor. Nice, beautiful stick lift by Husky. And Beckwith is content to backhand loft that thing all the way down the ice, working on killing this penalty. Here comes Ramsey. He gains the line. Toe picks and puts his head into the boards. Comes back to 44. That's Crawl, excuse me. Now to Otten. Otten back to Crawl. Crawl back down to Ramsey, who touched past it, but ended up going to nobody. Comes to Otten, and Otten takes that thing and lofts it all the way down. 33 seconds to go now on the power play for the Rough Riders. By the time they get back in the zone, it's only going to be about 20 seconds. Nice job there by Noah Decker, hampering a guy. Blunk's going to go ahead and take it in and try and take some time off the clock. He's going to pin it up against the boards. Oh, way to go. Quacker helping him out. That's good penalty killing right there. He comes out to Decker, who's going to get a chance. Oh, took a shot, but missed on the near side. But, man, down 2. The Rough Riders really not able to do anything with that power play. And then Blunk stands up Terhune. Teams are even strength, and so that is going to be an icing. Oh, man, he's whacked it right as teams went to even strength. The net did go empty, but 1:02 to go in this game. Blues up by 2. Looks like we're going to go 6-on-5 here. Noah Decker, who's had a very noticeable game today. Quack, I think that's Husky. Oh, nope, I lied. It's Otten, Blunk, and Filion. Comes alongside by Blunk. 1 minute to go. Thanks, Jana. Scrum in the corner. Oh, backhand out into the center of the ice for Boatman. That's going to get banged off the glass by Quacker, not trying for the empty net, just trying to get it and relieve the pressure, which is smart. Now he gained the red line. Now if you get a chance, go for it. There's Heineck. Comes to Boatman. Boatman across the line. Boatman takes a shot, misses on the near side. Goes over to 31. That's Hills. Now to McNulty. McNulty to Patton. Comes to Heineck on the far side. Filion. Oh, what a great job by Filion with his stick to get that thing outside the zone. Comes across. This is Kai Patton. Nice job there by Decker. Oh, did come out of the zone in his hand. McNulty can't believe the call. But offside it is. I'm not at an angle that I can make any commentary on that. I can tell you there's 5.6 seconds, and the Blues have a 2-goal lead. Knutson at the dot. Comes back to Patton. Honert throws it down, and that'll do it. Blues win! Big win by both JV and Varsity tonight, both by 2 goals. Excellent job by Aiden Starr. Final shots on goal. 23 to 16. And Aiden Starr got all but one of them, and the one may or may not have been a high stick. So, for Dean Patton and Greg Corcoran, who I'm very glad will be back for our next broadcast, This has been Rich Blunk for a Blues win on BSN.